Okay, guys, we got to talk about Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. Now, this was something that I was really excited to play, right? Now, guys, I had some time with the title, and you guys know how I do with my Buyer Beware series. I give my impressions on a game with some time spent in it and let you guys know the good and the bad that I'm seeing so far. So maybe this video here, maybe this video could save you some money or give you better insight as to what you're getting into if you do decide to purchase said title. This case being Star Wars Battlefront. So guys, in this video, I'm going to break down the things that I liked, disliked, and currently what's going on with the title as we speak. So if that sounds good to you, make sure that you like this video. And also, if you want to stay up to date on all the shooter news and updates that you care about, consider subscribing today. So let's address the elephant in the room. This game currently on Steam is sitting at a mostly negative, and you might be like, Abel, why is that? What's going on? Well, I'll break that down in this video here, so you'll be in the know as to what's going on with Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection very soon. So you'll know. But let me break down some of the good versus bad. I'm going to start off with the good, and then I'm going to go into the bad. So for me personally, if you're buying this, now remember what I say here. Pay attention to my words. If you're buying this title as a single player title and you just want to have some nostalgic fun, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Now, let me give you some insight on that. So the visuals of the game is nothing to write home about. This isn't like a true from the ground up remake to me. This isn't that. It looks like the older Battlefronts that we know with a more solid look, like a more smoothed out look, a more up-to-date look, but nothing really remake-ish about this at all. Like, it's just a updated version of what we known to play in the past, okay? So you're not going to get anything that's visually mind-blowing or anything like that. It looks like the old school Star Wars Battlefront collection just running at a higher frame rate. It is what it is. But I'll say this, though. If you play the single player, you're going to enjoy yourself. I found myself playing and I was getting lost in the missions, having a good time, really enjoying myself. Soundtracks were on 10. The visual fidelity was great. I just really had a good nostalgic time. And it reminded me as to why I fell in love with Battlefront in the first place. Big team battles, a lot of chaos going on, a lot of characters to choose and play from. Man, I really enjoyed every bit of it. And if you're just in it for that portion of fun, listen, the single player, I cannot stress this enough, the single player portion, you're going to be okay. Okay, you're gonna be okay. Now, again, there are some bads to this package too, and I'm gonna discuss that in just a minute. But gameplay-wise, felt rock solid, right? None of the controls were really refined or anything like that. You were able to play with both mouse and keyboard or controller if you choose to do so. Me personally, I was playing on my Xbox One controller here, and also I did a little mouse and keyboard, but either way you're going to be fine, and the gameplay holds up to be truly fun. The mission variations in the objectives that you have to hold, defend, or destroy, that looping cycle of what's going on never tends to get boring if you know what you're getting into with Star Wars Battlefront. Period. You know what I mean? But you really will fall back in love with what made this game special at the time. Again, those big team battles, those epic moments, destroying objectives and taking out foes left and right? Just racking up those kills and just traversing from point A to B, whatever you have to do. There's a couple of points in some of these objectives, honestly, but it just really encompasses just all-out warfare and just something that I feel in your heart would enjoy if you just want to revisit that time and place, okay? Now, mind you guys, I totally forgot to say this in the beginning. This was provided to me. I didn't buy this myself. I actually got this from Sandbox Strategies. They reached out and say, hey, Abel, do you want to check out the game? Here's a copy, blah, 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 blah. So I was thrilled to check it out. But again, guys, got to keep it real with you guys. It is what it is. But the single player portion of this game, I don't think you can miss. I think you would really enjoy it. It gets the Abel green thumb in that department. Now, let's get down to the ugly. Let's get down to the shitty part of this game. Let's get right to it, okay? Now, the multiplayer. The multiplayer. What is going on? What is going horrendous? Listen, to be honest with you guys, couldn't even get in a match. Couldn't even get in a full match, man. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Now, back in the day, I forget if I was online mostly with Star Wars Battlefront. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to be like, hey, I was online. I'm not too sure if I was. I think I was for a little bit. But majorly me, I know the single player was my thing. It was just amazing. Chef kiss. Like, that's the portion in Star Wars Battlefront that I personally enjoyed. But you guys know me on my channel as a multiplayer head. I do love multiplayer gaming. And in this package here, that's where this package does not shine. That's where we start to lose the luster and the excitement. In the Battlefront Classic Collection, they really dropped the ball in every way. Connectivity, gameplay wise, for the short duration, like literally the short minutes I was able to play in it, it just was not coming together well. You can't connect to some lobbies. Sometimes it takes forever for you to cycle in lobbies. You got gamers coming in and out, being rotated due to connectivity issues. The list just goes on just for that portion of the game just being so shitty. Like, I'm not going to hold you guys. Right there is a whole car crash, and you're not going to enjoy yourself. If you wanted to get in hours and hours upon gaming in the multiplayer space, you're not really going to do it here with Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. You're just simply not going to do it. Now, does this get ironed out down the road? Can we see a turnaround on this? Who knows? I honestly can't say, but I'll tell you right now, this is a no-go at the current moment. The multiplayer is just not where you want to be. Again, single player side of things, you're going to enjoy yourself. The game is fun. It's solid. You will have a good time and you'll put a smile on your face. I promise you. However, the multiplayer side of things, you wouldn't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole, unfortunately. Now, this was actually something that I was crossing my fingers for to be rock solid, but as it stands currently, guys, it's just not something that I could recommend to my Team Green family, my community. I'm just not doing it. Now, thank you for the copy of the game. I appreciate it, and I will be playing more of the single-player campaign because that's really where I enjoyed myself. So shout out to Sandbox Strategy for providing me a copy. But I will say this, though. If I spent $35 on this and looking to get into the multiplayer portion, holy shit, baby, I would be livid. I would be pretty upset. I'm not going to lie to you. But if I was looking for the single-player experience and just having a good time and just reliving the classic moments that you had back in the day, you'll be in a good spot. You'll be in an okay spot. You're going to see contradicting things going on right now in the community from write-ups from different media outlets and different things like that. I've been seeing a lot of like, this game is just not good, not this, not that. Listen, I'm going to tell you right here, just listen to your boy. Single player, you'll be okay, all right? And there's some finicky things in the single player, like they're just little minor glitch things, but nothing that I could really complain about and be like, oh, this sucks. Listen, single player is going to be okay. You got to get past muddy cutscenes, okay? There's sometimes the cutscenes are muddy, but the audio's fine. Everything else is fine. You could progress through. But the multiplayer, that's where the headache is, guys. Remember I said it. That's where the headache is. That's where all the hype and everybody's like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, what's going on? That's where the problem lies with this product so far. So would I recommend you to pick this title up if you're going single player and you just want to relive those moments and have a good time and just have a semi-up-to-date experience on it? I would say so. I would say, yeah, definitely check it out. However, if you're looking to play majority online with your friends and just have a good time, steer clear. You don't want no parts of this. You don't want no parts of this. So it's going to be a coin toss. What side of the fence do you lie on? Are you single player or are you multiplayer? Right? So like I said, single player, good to go. Multiplayer, shaky, guys. I wouldn't do it. And I don't know if they're honestly going to improve it anytime soon. But guys, let me know what you think. Are you liking Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And also, if you did not check out my last video, be sure to click here and I'll be sure to see you there.